Hello everyone, this is Justin Cary, formerly known as Justice Curry. This episode is part 2 of my walkthrough tour of my entire toy collection. Make sure to check out part 1, I'll put a link in the description. As always, follow my Facebook account, Justin Cary, because I'm constantly buying toys, selling toys, and I'm offering rare deals that you will never find anyplace else. I promise you. Take care, bye. Battle Beast. I have a full set, not including the Laser Beast, so series 1 through 3, all of them with weapons. That was fun to acquire and hunt down and search for, but yep, those don't take up a lot of room. I'm not interested in selling them. I like them. Some of my very favorite Super Nintendo games. And, you know, I love Mario. I think it was not Mario. Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3 was my jam. I think Mega Man 3 is right there. Yep. I remember playing it endlessly until I could beat it. Look at this one. Victor Scrolls on I can't say his last name, but guy out of Greenland. He hand painted that. Look how small that is. Yeah, it's super small. Crazy. Nintendo, he called it. Yep. Final Fantasy VII and Fallout, just some really cool things I love, and as well as the Tomax Amont. I remember opening that Christmas Day, so real fond memories of that. Just a back card that's perfectly cut out, Boba Fett. So. And Nintendo holds a prominent place in my heart. Rob the Robot, I remember my cousin who passed away a number of years ago had that, and played around with it, and I thought it was like the wave of the future. Lots of customs and foreign pieces. I mean, you're gonna see, like, you know, the Camplains, what's her name? The Lady J and Baroness, but I can't remember their names, on the India versions of those. Incredibly rare. I think I don't even want to tell you what I paid for Lady J back in the day. All sorts of real fun things. That Moss Eisley. That was like Polish bootleg. Little diorama. NECA does some really fantastic things with RoboCop and Predator. So I couldn't pass up this opportunity to grab some of these NECAs in there. Not all of them are. The Power Loader. There's some of my original art from probably when I was 10 years old or so. And that didn't come out of my mind. You know, it was probably from a comic or something that I just kept looking at and then recreated. This is when He-Man finally kicks the bucket. Let's check out the crypt. Oops. The crypt of He-Man. All clay. Put in a kiln, but truly fantastic piece. I think they only made one of those. Wild. I'm going down here. Oops. Sit down if I can. Just another random shelf. You know, you just throw things that Birds of the Feather or something similar. Dino Riders and other things that I enjoy, and Captain Planet and Red 13, the dog back there from Final Fantasy, and Boba Fett, and just randoms. Other video games, I'm not going to scroll through all of them, but the ones, I used to try to get all of them, and I was pretty close, but they were taking up too much room, and I'm just going to narrow it down, similar to what I did with G.I. Joe. I said, let's just keep the ones I truly like or really wanted. All these other ones that are here because I'm trying to be a completist, I don't really need them. I want these other shelves for toys, not video games. So I thinned them down, sold them off. Some other games and videos and whatnot, but down there. My little desk area. A drawer down here is when someone purchases something from me. You always get a random thing from Justice Curry. From Star Wars trivia to one of my, I think, Satan cards. I think I ordered 6,000 of these a number of years ago, and I'm down to probably only like 50 left. And that's one at a time for every time I make a transaction with someone. So, wow. Can't stop hustling. Bills to pay, mouths to feed. And toys are a perfect vehicle for me to do that, because I love these freaking things. Love, love, love them. I just opened up today Crystar Marvel Legends. Did a little not review, but opening on Facebook. So again, if you're not following me on Facebook, why not? Just, I can't zoom in and show you everything. That would take me a half hour just for this stupid little section. I'm sorry I called you stupid. I didn't mean it twice. Just craziness everywhere. So zoom out. It's hard to hold the camera and the light. Oh, how cool is that? Like a Xeno Pokemon. Pikachu. That was neat. General Thrawn, and it's signed by, I can't remember. I have it written on the back. Either the guy that wrote those books, the Thrawn ones, the novels in the 90s, or the voice actor of something. So I should know that, but I don't. I'll edit that out later. Again, just random. Look at, I have a Doomsday over there, another Doomsday here. Pops, I know people call them the Beanie Babies of today's generation, but there's still some cool ones, and there's no right or wrong way to collect. You do you. These are just horrible Mexican bootlegs, as you can see, but I sent 2 of them, or actually 4 of them, to Matt Walford, and for sending them, he painted up. That sucker was that same one. But he's a master when it comes to airbrush customs, and he did both of those just fantastically. In the background, you got a velvet painting Boba Fett, as well as a ton of salacious crumbs, some more mint on card.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh. What do we got going on right here? We got a little goofball. I'm making a YouTube video. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, good.
I'm just sitting.
All right, you can sit here, but be quiet, okay? Some more. I think these are those ones up here. Until I can get the vintage ones randomly, these are the retro ones, so the modern ones, but they look exactly the same. So, but the top ones there, those ones are all original 88s, and I just got the ones of the figures that I like. Showing you, these are some pre-production heads from either Marvel Legends or Star Wars. It's picked them up in a lot. Mega Man, a Hellboy, Master of the Universe type crossover. Justin, don't put it on the computer, please. Yak Face, Game of Thrones with low light.
I have a cool back one.
I know you do.
Oh, you have a back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Look at the back one.
The Lion of Judah. Yeah, that's right. Another Lego display, which is cool, that didn't get destroyed, from Indiana Jones. Back here, I wanted that so bad in high school when eBay was in its infancy, but it cost like $50 to $100, and you don't have that kind of money when you're in high school. So when I got the money, I finally bought that beautiful figure. What's back here? Some Spawn. I think maybe you can even see it through here. All those dice, that whole jar of dice, when I was a police officer, I was in law enforcement for 20 years, but I was stationed at a high school, and kids from lower economic, they like playing dice, and they would gamble in the bathrooms, which would turn into fights, which would turn into robberies, which would turn into all sorts of things. So that was highly not allowed. You can't be gambling with real money, because they were. So we'd confiscate dice constantly. So that's all the dice that I confiscated. Security, some security guys had about 20 times that amount. It was wild. Matt Walford also did that. He painted up a original 1986 low light figure and just made the paint just pop, and then another guy made these 3D printed little standees for different figures. I wish I could name everybody, because there's so many guys that, you know, I bought art from, bought things from, and I can't just remember everyone's name. I got it all written down. Like, I have a book with everyone's name, where I got things from, so I can reference it if I need to. But when I'm doing this video right now, I can't stop, because I'm already 48 minutes in. I'm sure this is going to be like a 3-part thing. Randos, things that I just thought were hilarious, funny, gifts. Another Victor Skrzyniewski custom of, was it Moss Man turned into My Pet Monster. How the likeliness, people send me that all the time, say, that looks like you. The Death Star Command, is that what he's called? Death Star Trooper? But it actually does kind of look like me. I'll give it that. Daily, almost daily, people send me random people say, this looks like you, this looks like you. Some of them are uncanny. It's wild. Again, just things I like. It's hard to tell from the lighting, but there's like an exoskeleton in this. I wonder if I took this light away. Yeah, you can tell a little bit more. But with your naked eye, that is a Barbarian Customs, I think, makes that. Super, super cool piece. And it's magnetic, so the arms can pop off and you can twist them to how you want. Down here, like, I even put vintage stickers. Picked that up from my buddy at Kane County. I mean, that's like a $7, $10 sticker that you would get in a vending machine. But I was saving it for a while, and I'm like, why am I saving this? Put it on my desk. What am I going to do with this? Can't take it to the grave. Let's just enjoy it now. Oh, there's something I want to show you. Another one of my favorite pieces. Customs. Jason Lacey made this. Zoom in a little bit. I won't have as much as it. God, the glare is killer. But you get the point. If I didn't have that ring light. Let me see if I can change it. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Now I can't even see it. There's always a glare. Gosh dang it. Technical difficulties. Oh, I just had it. It's hard. I'm using my left hand to film. In there is a little octopus. Oh, look at that. All right, it was worth the wait, right? Of me looking like an idiot. And I don't proof watch any of these videos. I just I don't go back through them. Anyway, he molded that little octopus and got a skull, changed it out, put the patina to make it look like rust. I love this figure. One of my very favorite figures. Random things mixed in here from just every walk of life. Vintage, customs, you name it. Little pieces just kind of get jammed in there, but I think it's cool. Here's some ladies. Yeah, what's toy collecting without a beautiful woman? That's weird. Why did I say that? I take that back. There's, you know, guys, you know what? I'm going to stop talking right now because I know it's going to get me in trouble. It is what it is. Just a couple cool things. Some more randos in there. Just things that I enjoy. Look at that red line. Red lines are pretty sought after. My uncle gave me a number of them, and it turned out, because a few of my buddies collect these, this one at the end, that pink one, is incredibly valuable. Because what guy, you know, pink's normally associated to a girl's color. Ew, you don't want that. Well, that did not sell well. So crazy low production numbers, which means the collector's market now, they want the things that are rare. That is rare in that condition. And rare equals dollars. But, you know, knowing that my uncle owned that, I'm not necessarily trying to sell it right away. Right person comes along and says, hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars, I might do it. All sorts of things in there. Stomper 18. John Damiano from the toy group Lost Toys made that. He called it the Son of He-Man. He gave it to me. And just stickers. Random stickers, vintage, modern, you name it. Oh, I got through that a little quicker than expected. Did I show this? No, I don't think I did. These were made by Icon Heroes, both Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. But, what's his name? Drawing a blank now. Nate Barch designed these, and then I personally got them from him. So he designed it, then got them, obviously, and then went to sell it. But with the face, and I've told this story multiple times, he said he didn't like how it came out. So he dremeled it off, remolded it in clay, paint matched it, and then painted it to match the surrounding paint. So that face sculpt, one of a kind, by the designer. He just gave me the caveat. He's like, never mind, I'm not going to tell his personal business. More Teddy Ruxpin figures and a Lobo back there. Some other figures in the background. Convention exclusive Boba Fett's, Earthworm Jim, some various Batman figures, what have you, Spider-Man. There's the He-Man toothbrush holder. I don't have the toothbrush, so it has a Pound Puppy pencil, because why not? A Bat Boba Fett crossover. Yeah. Little comics done by my friend Russ. Made those. Thought they were neat. So yeah, that is a fun little shelf. Moving right along. Oh crap, I didn't shoot down here. Shogun Godzilla. Yeah, buddy. Remember having that growing up, and my dad gave it away. Some NECA quarter scale, not inch. Realistic looking Ninja Turtles. Some Boglins and Mad Balls. VHS. Another sealed Street Shark. A weird little hanging monster. This is crazy sentimental as well. Found it at a flea market. But that jewelry box, let me zoom in. I have the original one that I played with, but my grandmother had that. So when I was 3, 4, 5 years old, I remember messing around because you would open it and it would play music. And it had some toys inside of it, and I played with it constantly. And she passed, and I got it. But I found an in-box one. Nuts. I don't know when it was made, 60s or something. Boglin. My best friend growing up, well, I had multiple best friends, but one of my best friends and neighbor, Kristen, her dad gave that to me, the van. He passed away a number of years ago as well. Another sentimental thing. Bristleball. This door is rarely ever closed, but the flare, I collected these things. Oh. And then they went away, and then I bought a complete set, but I just remember looking at these things going, the artwork is phenomenal. And it is. I got a full set. I think I bought the full set for my brother years ago, and then he's like, I don't want them anymore, and he gave them back to me, so I hung them all up here. Super 7 crossover Muscle Men figures from Aliens to Mega Man, WWF, Shogun, Street Sharks. I love what they've done. Street Fighter too. Alright. We going in here? Let's go in here. Boop, 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 doop. So, similar story to the G.I. Joe toy line. I used to have a full set of Masters of the Universe mint on card, even the foreign ones. And I went, you know what? I don't need these anymore. I'll just keep the ones that are truly sentimental to me, which I did. And a few Super 7s mixed in there. But now I can use the real estate for other things, because that took up all of this, all the way over here. And I want other things to display, as you can see. Start a little bit down here. Hendo gave me some gifts. Funny guy, he's always commenting on my stuff on Facebook, but he's got dynamite sniper comments. But he sent me, we've done some trades in the past, and there's artwork pieces of it from him. I think this was like a Band-Aid display. There was some kind of Masters of the Universe Band-Aid, and that was the standee for the cardboard box that would have been in the department store. That's neat. A lot of these get yellowed from improper light, like you can see. Orko gets yellowed, Zolo World, and then what I've actually switched over is to Mock Masters, which my friend Brock and Motu Joe created a company that makes these protective cases, and the cases are UV resistant. Same with the G.I. Joe cases, so that the sunlight or whatever type of lighting you're using won't further yellow the blisters inside. As well as how you store them. I mean, I'm sure that extreme heat and cold can crack them, destroy them. You know, translucent scare glow, you know they didn't make those, so that's a custom, but a neat custom. As well as the Wonder Bread, I got an original up top. And then just a few of my favorite things. Notably, again, Topps Toys out of Argentina. Had a black blood Skeletor, so the blood inside of his chest was not red like the US and other releases. It was black, so collectors pay a premium for variants, because when you collect everything, then you got to go down these rabbit trails of getting super hard things to find. I'll show you my Battle Cats in a little bit. I did a video just a day or two ago about some recent Masters of the Universe. Those are one-of-a-kind sketches. That one and that one. And I got the certificate authenticity on the back, but you know, before these toys are put together, they're designed in the designer's heads, and then they kind of sketch them down, and they do it over and over and over again until they get to what they like. But luckily the designer kept all those original pieces, which ultimately turned into that giant blue, red, and green Eternia. So having those pieces that feel like they belong in a museum are important to some collectors. Some collectors don't care. Others, like me, you know, you get everything, you love everything, you're upgrading, you're changing, then you want some of those really, really cool pieces. Many of these Masters of the Universe are my childhoods, and I took very good care of them. I mean, yeah, they got beat up, nicks and scratches here, so that's the reason I do not upgrade a lot of my figures in there, because they're my childhood. There's a Terminator back, He-Minator back there, and you know, the crossovers from wrestling. So an Ultimate Warrior, and then the Panther. Modulok was one of my absolute childhood favorites as well. You don't see this very often. Unbroken chains. I mean, when you buy and sell and you acquire collections like I do, probably 1 out of 20 chains you get are going to be unbroken like that. Because the rest, you bend them, they break off at the base. I don't know why I popped them in there, if I even popped them in there. Can't remember, it's been up there so long. But yeah, trying to get those out, they would break instantly. And I'll show you some of this. Gosh, this video is already an hour. I'm sure this is part 3 or 2 by now, but it is going to take a while. Ooh, I like that. I'll end with that. Yeah. No, I'll get that corner in a minute. Let's show you this. So more Matt Walford customs, like that Skeletor was hand painted by him, as well as the Battle Cat, which he turned into Panther. Some of the lesser quality ones, even the Modulok that has the green on the arms, that's a Topps Toys The white one's gonna be a Mexican bootleg. You got Pighead from the Sunman line. That's an original. And She-Ra. There's an original sketch, not sketch, but a piece from the He-Man cartoon. Oh, my arms are getting tired. I'm holding them up. Really, Bluebeard Stratos. A very desirable, sought after, expensive variant. I like that. It's like a metallic purple Panther. Again, Topps Toys. Not many of them out there. Wonder Bread original, which isn't associated with Wonder Bread, but that's where we all thought it was. But there's a great YouTube video out there right now that actually shows where these came from. So often, many years, people thought they were customs or fakes, but nope. Mattel really made them. There's a Spike Ore crossover, again another Matt Walford custom. Individually made all those little spikes. Topps Toys Camo Cobra Khan. The paint is different, the arms are different. That is not Masters of the Universe. If I squeeze his, it's gonna sound weird, groin area. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Show you. Oh man, he's been sitting there a while too. These are called Specklatron. And you squeeze that, and it pushes up bubbles and little like glitter pieces in there. My friend Sebastian, this was his original childhood one, and he traded me a box Dreadnought, Sears Dreadnought box, which is incredibly valuable, rare. But I had to kind of refurbish them, get new water in there, watch a tutorial. The paint was all jacked up and wore out on his eyes, so I sent it into a customizer who touched up the eyes and made it look nice again. So love, love, love this figure. There's only a number, I think there's like only 6 of them from that line, but he's one of the most desirable ones because he looks like Scareglow a little bit. Eldor. The line fizzled out in the late 80s, and that was slated to be made, but they never did. There's only like 2 of them pre-production made, but one of the guys acquired it, made a mold of it, and then produced a limited copy, or a limited amount of them. But then later Super 7 made their own version of it, so whatever. Topps Toys Road Ripper, Blue Ripper. Ours were green, so coming across the blue one. It's a, not easy, custom Batman. Got Bucky O'Hare, Yugoslavia, they call them Yugos. Made some weird colors. You can see Whiplash has all those different colors as well. Banana Cat is a Mexican bootleg. Here's another kind of, what do you call it? Metallic purple Topps Toys version, I think. Or is it Yugoslavia? I don't know. My brain's tired. I've been talking for an hour straight. Shield your little one's eyes from this. Caution, do not look at it if a kid is watching. Earmuffs. Customs. I'm a guy. I'm not perfect. I probably shouldn't be doing this, especially since I'm a Christian and I love Jesus, but I have a Lady Skeletor and I enjoy art. I'm not going to make excuses. I'll just show it. Alright. Rock Biter, Never Ending Story. Some more customs. Tiger Force, and I'll show you my Tiger Force wall in a moment. More Death of Superman from the newsstand. Transformer. Ghostbusters. Just got this recently. A little racer. My brother had that commissioned for me out of a piece of metal and laser etched. That's cool. Isn't that neat? Looks like Hammerhead's colors from Star Wars, but they obviously took one of the Xenomorph alien figures. They're custom as well. There's Sinestro and Mega Man. Custom. Joe Slinn, that's who does those. Joe Slinn. Slinn, S-L-I-N-N, I think. He made that one, and he made this Andy Warhol looking one that I pointed at earlier. So hit him up on Facebook. He does a number of really, really fantastic customs. I was excited to see this recently at the Kane County Toy Show. It unlocked memories in my head that I totally forgot about, but I remember playing with that when I was a kid. Before you flip out, that is not original. I do have an original boxed one, but that one's not. I need to put that together. That looks like an incredible build, doesn't it? Super, super cool Darth Vader case. You come across these all the time, but my buddy made that for me and made it look like Skeletor because he knew I liked He-Man. So, neat little addition. Supernaturals, which I've already showed some before, the loose ones, but here's some carded ones. Oh, I still gotta show the ceiling, don't I? Some vintage boxed G.I. Joe. That one's another Nordic, and how you can tell is they took the sword, like I told you before in one of the earlier videos, they couldn't prominently feature weapons, so they had to take Destro's sword out of his hand and made a fist. You don't see those. They are freaking unicorns. That needs to get populated. I took what was out of there recently. These were my dad's original G.I. Joes. You know, the 60s ones were 12-inch cloth, but those are ones he played with as a kid. So, obviously I would never sell them in a million years because it's a connection to my dad. Some more fun customs and vintage. That's kind of like made of, the hands at least are metal. Who made those things? That'll come to me later. That's another South American country. And then another random shelf with like knockoff bootlegs, and then Mexican versions, and then Blanca from Street Fighters, you know, US version. Oftentimes people don't get to see what's back there, and I shouldn't embarrass myself and show you, but I probably will, because this is a very tight squeeze back there. And I am not a small man. Let me show you this first. More Yugoslavian. Ooh, that's way more. Yugos, funny colors. And then in the corner, Master Universe classics, as well as Kevin Smith, Blunt Man from their movie Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Custom painted by Chris Middlecamp. That Castle Grayskull for me. And let's see if I can get back there. So back here, I kind of store a lot of boxes and whatnot, and other figures that I don't have room for. So boxes of things that I go, I need to save these boxes, I stack back there. And then other figures that I go, I don't have a place for, I stack back here. There's when I graduated from the police academy. My mom made a little wall of me, football and police academy, and fishing and scuba diving, and my old man on wild cave tours and stuff. So there's another one right there. Crazy, 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 crazy. Unapologetically crazy. Motu Joe painted this up. It used to be gray, but he put stickers on it and made it look like Castle Grayskull, or at least a part of Castle Grayskull. I somehow started army building Panthers and Battle Cats. So I got a lot of them. People reach out to me. I don't mind selling them, thin this thing out, but when I find them at shows for $10 a piece, I grab them. Why? I don't know. I just do. And then like the Rhino there is Imperial Toys. You got some just neat things here, there, everywhere. Another Josin. He-Man popping out of the comic. More store display original Masters of the Universe pieces. Muscleoids. Another buddy sent me that. Did a review video. He has his own little toy line called Muscleoids. There's an uncut one. This was actually what was sent to you through Wonder Bread. Everyone thought it was Wonder Bread He-Man. It was these actual Wonder Bread trading cards. But this is an uncut sheet of them. Oh yeah. Up here, I'll just do the wide fisheye view. All those reaction 3 3/4 low articulation figures that I grabbed and myself for grabbing. But some of those are original posters, which are bending and ripping, and I'm like, these are $100 posters, and I have them up there, but what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's not all about money. It's just about how I want to collect. And some vinyl records that I like or like the artwork of. And then this wild train wreck is Mantennas, which I used to have way more of them and army build them, but they are fighting my Tiger Force army, and Tiger Force had some, you know, US releases, and then they had ones like that Blizzard, which is only available in the UK at like $300 or probably more by now, I don't know. And then some later versions in the 90s and early 2000s. And they did convention ones like the Tomahawk one. So all sorts of awesome things. At the back of this, Stranger Things. If you've never watched it, stop watching this and watch it. And then my arm is getting tired, but I'll show you my translucent chandelier, as well as, ooh, I never showed Rael Ghul, I can't say his last name. One of my first toy collecting friends made that for me when I got into the hobby all those years ago. Stained glass, one of a kind, Castle Grayskull. Alright, let's give you a quick overview of what I have hanging on the ceiling. Some is miscellaneous garbage, but I like it, and some is unique, like Heroes, and they have an alien, Mexican bootlegs, and those Savage World. Also, like, why is this Superman poorly made? I don't know. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, I need to work out more. My arms are killing me. Arnold chilling there. Starcom, Hercules, Kevin Sorbo. Loved watching that on Sundays. That's funny. Never ending story, the nothing. There's nothing in it. There's a story almost behind every single one of these pieces of where I got it, who I got it, where I found what I did that day. And it all goes in the random parts of my brain, which I'm not going to repeat to you because you go, that's boring. Sword of Destruction, he's got like a cup of coffee. Oh, let me give you a fisheye lens. Oops. Come on, Justice, I'm almost at the finish line. Keep my arms up a little longer. Supernatural is a variant. His mask is closed, whereas the other one I showed you before, it's open. It doesn't matter, but it matters to me. Alright. I like what they did with those reactions. Made some really neat ones. Oh my gosh, I gotta bring down my arms. I miss leg day and arm day and workout day. I haven't worked out in years. I can't. I'm too close.
How close are you?
I don't know. I'm just close. When people talk about that one all the time, they go, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Why don't I just sit down? Just zoom in. Oh, that feels a lot better. I can put my arms. You don't care if it's upside down, do you? No, you don't care. Insects and Rambo knockoffs called Adventure Man and Marvel and Cammy and Hey You Guys. And all the different figures on the translucent. From Mexican bootlegs to moderns to customs my friends made. Really, really special ones. Lady Death. Alright. That was an adventure. That was a long adventure. All right. Make sure to check me out. Facebook, subscribe, Instagram. Do that. YouTube, or don't. That doesn't matter. I just like kind of preserving the history and how my collection looks right now, because in another year or two, it's probably going to look a lot differently. There's still some more upstairs. I got a couple Detolf shelves of really special things, so I'll do another video in the future and show those off as well. So I love you all. Be kind to one another. Thanks for joining me on this epic long hour and 18-minute journey, which will be broken down into a number of videos that I haven't determined yet. So I'll see you guys. Bye.